boys and girls, children of all ages, wrestling fans, and sports entertainment fans. Welcome to the No Shave Man Cave. I'm ElliJare, and we're coming to you talking all about what is going to happen and how we got here for Night of Champions. And I tell you, this card is stacked. It is obviously championship titles galore, hence the name Night of Champions. And, this whole time I've been hoping and praying that we weren't going to get the opening match to be the WWE Championship. However, that is what we are going to get. So we're going to see the championship be decided in the opening match. So we're going to see Seth freaking Rollins, who has had a great showing, an excellent year, nothing to take away from him. I think this match should be the main event, but I don't get paid to think. So we're going to open this with some rock and roll, hitting hard match with Seth freaking Rollins and the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And I tell you, I think this is going to be a banger. Although I think it should be I think it shouldn't, I don't think it should be I don't think it should be the opening match, but again, it is what it is. So super excited about this. How did we get here? Roman Reigns celebrates 1,000 days on 27 May. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the entire WWE Universe for having your tribal chief. I may or may not be acknowledging him, hence why I'm rocking the Cody shirt. I hope, we get this story to come back around WrestleMania time, where the tribal chief and the American Nightmare will lock horns once again, because Cody Rhodes will win Money in the Bank and start the since we're in the Middle East tonight for the Night of Champions, Cody Rhodes will start his Hajj, will start his hard times. Hopefully, really get some credibility back. And tonight is going to be a huge night for that. So, but we'll touch on that. So, how did we get here? Roman Reigns has been the champ for 1,000 days. The brand split is official, and we need a new champion. We need a champion that will defend that title every single night and be a traveling champion. So, who better to represent that than a man who has traveled all over the world, in AJ Styles. He's been the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He's been the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, TNA Heavyweight Champion. He has held just about every title in the WWE as well, and he's been there, done that, and really is a phenomenal representation of what a champion could be. Then you have Seth freaking Rollins, who is the first NXT champion. He is a Grand Slam champion. He has held every title, and you put a title on him as the World Heavyweight Champion. I think he'd be a great representation for the champion and for the WWE Universe on Monday night. So we almost, had it booked already, like it was just a foregone conclusion that we were going to see Cody go for the World Heavyweight Championship. Then they talked about bringing superstars over from Friday night. The motivation behind that was the crossover during the playoffs. So, whatever works. So that will be the match that will open the night. And, I think it's going to set the tone. It's going to be phenomenal. I think then you'll see Asuka versus Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, 400 days as the women's world champion. Now, they keep talking about, even though she's on SmackDown, they keep calling her the Raw champion, and they keep calling Rhea Ripley the SmackDown champion, even though she's on Raw. So it's, super confusing. Hopefully they'll either present the new titles tonight or on Monday when we come back around. So I think it's time. I think we get the new women's champions, get them proper world titles, based on the brand that they're on. But that's me. Then we're gonna probably see Becky and Trish, in the middle of the card. Then I believe we'll see Gunther and Mustafa Ali. That should be a phenomenal match. There'll be a lot of credibility in this match. Mustafa Ali won a match that got him the opportunity to be the #1 contender in a battle royal. So kudos to him and what he's got going on. That positive Ali. And I think this will be a good match. Gunther leaves your Intercontinental Champion. Almost 365 days he's been the Intercontinental Champion, bringing some credibility, carrying himself like a champion, and kudos to him in Imperium. And it's just a matter of time before Imperium is your World Tag Team Champions. So speaking of Tag Team Championships, that's going to be your main event, and we'll get to that in a minute. So after the Intercontinental Championship match, you'll see, I think this is when you'll see Natalya and Rhea Ripley. This should be a phenomenal match. But I think Rhea is going to come home your, Raw Women's Champion. And there's nothing, it's really the only thing that makes sense. It'll be interesting to see if Dominic can get a word out before, even in Saudi, if his shtick is sticking over there. So we'll see. I'm excited to see how that goes. So good. That this is gonna be a good match. I think Rhea hits over under on 3 riptides, and she'll leave your women's world champion over there on Monday Night Raw. So good deal. Then we will see this is when I think you'll see the Becky and Trish Stratus match. I think Becky gets the win, and they do a rubber match, or they'll do another match at SummerSlam, because this feud's got some legs. Or you could see Trish getting the win with some cheap heat win, and really rubbing the crowd wrong, and really grinding a bunch of gears. So we'll see how that goes, because she'll play up to the crowd. And I don't know if you're going to see any legends. There haven't been too many rumors. Some of the rumors were we're going to see Bray Wyatt, we're going to see Miss Bliss. There were talks of a possible Edge sighting. But I don't know, what program is he going to be in, because, he's, still kind of making the turn. LA Knight would be great to see on this card, because he is getting over. That promo he cut last night on the Street Profits, I thought was phenomenal, when he was talking about, you want the smoke? Nope, you're going to get smoked by the guy who's saying LA Knight. Yeah, I love that one. I already have my LA Knight shirt, so keep that gear coming. I think it's time for him to get a nice little push, and be a champion on Friday night. So he has the promo skills, he has the ability, and with boobs, a limited gear set, or a move set, pardon me. He had a really good match. So I'm super excited to see how that's going to turn out. Then we get to Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. So Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, this has been going on since the night after WrestleMania. And if the story is being told, it could have started on WrestleMania, when the first match was Brock Lesnar and the main event was Cody Rhodes. Now you roll into the third, and Brock Lesnar comes out and he accepts the challenge along with Cody Rhodes to be a tag team. They get all the way to Solo and Roman Reigns standing in the ring. They introduce Brock Lesnar. They introduce Cody Rhodes. And just as they're getting ready to start introducing Roman and Solo, boom, F5. Boom, F5. Throws him out of the ring. F5 on the table. F5 on the floor. Throws him back in the ring. F5 on the stairs. Now, he hit some Germans out as well, and then they tried to battle it out over the next couple of weeks. They brought security out. They did all kinds of stuff to get in between them during the draft, and then security was standing in the ring. Brock Lesnar was facing Scrap Daddy, Adam Pearce, and Cody came from behind him, attacked him, and it worked. And then we had the backlash match where it really looked like Cody was not going to be the victor. And it would have worked either way because he's in his hard times, right? He's earning the World Heavyweight Championship. He's earning the Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship, a title that his dad never held. And that's the whole story, right? So we get to Backlash, they have their match, and Brock absolutely puts it on him. And Cody wins with a pin while he's in a submission. Now, Brock Lesnar, a national champion wrestler in college, a UFC heavyweight champion, he's competed in New Japan and in the WWE. And it just seemed like such a cheap victory, but it was a victory nonetheless, right? So then you have Brock Lesnar is livid. He's not happy about it because he got busted wide freaking open. And we had mad color. And it was violent. It was the hard way. So the during the backlash match, Brock Lesnar hit his forehead right above his nose on the turnbuckle. The buckle is just a steel ring that a steel rope or a steel rope wrapped in basically plastic rubber that's what bounces them on a pad on wood. And man, so he got busted wide open. There was color everywhere, and we thought, okay, it's done. Cody got the win, and we can move on. No. Because what would have happened had he moved on? He would have won his match on Monday night. He would be competing for the World Heavyweight Championship, and the story would be over between Brock and Cody. No. Not today, right? So this has been going on. Brock cost Cody the World Heavyweight Championship, if you want to like air quote, the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship. And I would feel a certain kind of way about that. However, that's not going to be the case. So Cody will not be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I think this is gonna continue. He will win Money in the Bank, and he'll have some more trying times. So this should be super interesting. So we've talked about Rhea Ripley defending the title against Natalya. So you'll have Rhea, your women's champion, on Monday Night Raw. Bianca Belair is going to defend her title against Asuka. I think this is a phenomenal match. This is a great opportunity to make Asuka look just so dominant like she was in NXT. And her new gimmick, her new look, everything screams it's time to make her a champion. And this would be a really good time to turn Bianca Belair and turn the Street Profits. And now you have a faction of some credible athletes, and this just screams money, and we can just print money all day, every day. But you want to rewrite history. That's what the WWE is doing right now, is rewriting that history of all of their titles. So good for them, and what they want to do. You're going to have Gunther defend and defeat his Intercontinental Championship against Mustafa Ali. He will continue to be your Intercontinental Champion for, you know, I don't want to say as long as he wants to, but for a little while longer. I, still would have liked to have seen Sheamus get that title and become a Grand Slam champion. Now he's on Friday and Gunther is on Monday, so I don't know when those two are going to cross paths again, maybe at WrestleMania or in the King of the Ring, something along those lines. That would be legit. But we won't see that anytime soon. Then you have Becky and Trish. Great story being told between a legend who made women's wrestling what it is in her eyes, and Becky, who is basically benefiting from all the hard work that Trish did. Now, right, wrong, or indifferent, they both have an argument for they are the ones that move the needle. With Becky getting her face and nose rearranged during the invasion, that put her on the map. Her walking away with that bloody scene, just that, that started her trajectory, and the moniker The Man, and then Trish Stratus and Stratus Faction, and her time, going from the bra and panties and like what Becky talked about with Vince making her bark, to having credible championship matches. And I just, her and Lita, the magic that they made in the ring, oh, that moonsault that Lita did, so beautiful. And a lot of the wrestlers now are doing those moonsaults, and I think Lita's was fantastic. I think Sammy Guevara does an amazing one, and that kip that he does is fantastic too. You have Charlotte Flair does a fantastic moonsault, but right now I think in professional wrestling, the most beautiful moonsault right now has got to be your next NXT Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. I think that is phenomenal. So, and we'll talk about what they've got going on their card on another episode. So make sure you come back to the No Shave Man Cave, check that out. All things NXT. So that's gonna be a great show. So we get Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. They're gonna knuckle up. I believe there's gonna be blood. There's gonna be a lot of talking, and I think that is gonna be a phenomenal match. I think Cody comes out the victor. He does things that you wouldn't normally think you would see or want to see a babyface do, but he's going to dig deep, and he's going to make you believe that he is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So I am a big fan of Cody Rhodes, and I think he's going to get the victory. And my WWE brain tells me that there could be a swerve. Now, why could there be a swerve? If you were watching on Monday night and that little interaction between Triple H and Cody Rhodes really, really said something without saying something, right? So he was patting him on the leg, and then he patted him on the back, and he kind of just nodded. Okay, man, hey, we're not questioning your toughness. We just don't want you to die because you're going to go against the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And everybody's talking about how he's this credible combat athlete. Because if you didn't beat somebody, what did you really do? Okay, yeah, I won a match. Well, you've got to build your opponents up in order to build yourself up, in order to build yourself some credibility. And that's the whole thing about the promos. Yeah, you're going to talk some smack to each other. You're going to say, I'm better than you are, because that's what you're supposed to do. But all along, you're putting your opponent a little bit up on a pedestal. So when you win, you can say, well, he's the best combat athlete and I beat him. Or if he loses, I went into a match against a UFC champion, a combat athlete, and okay, fine. I fell short. I got to win. He got to win. SummerSlam, me and you, Brock Lesnar. and that storyline can continue. Now, what happens after um, they have their third match? Eventually, they're going to have to move on. So there's no pay-per-view, in June. So we had 2 in May, nothing in June. So we have a whole entire month to get to Money in the Bank, and that's going to be in England. So now you have an entire month, 8 episodes to build a great story for this pay-per-view. 8 episodes, what are you talking about? A lot. You've got 4 Monday night and you've got 4 Friday night. And if you do some crossover appeal, you can even play up a little bit on NXT. That's, now you have 12 episodes that you can really stack the deck. Now, what can you do? Which way? Either way, like if you're gonna say, hey, Brock Lesnar, you beat Cody Rhodes, congratulations. I want my match at SummerSlam. Then you're sort of stuck, because what are you going to do with Money in the Bank? Because now, are you going to have Cody and Brock Lesnar and Money in the Bank? No, I don't think so. I think Money in the Bank should be something that's building the next superstar, and not that. And yes, Cody's a made man. He's getting over. He's doing a lot of great stuff. But me pushing the I believe button, I believe he needs to win Money in the Bank, because who else right now is in the right spot to compete and credibly win a World Heavyweight Championship? So if you grabbed LA Knight and he goes to cash in against Seth freaking Rollins, well, all that LA Knight has done over the last couple of weeks is lose a tag team match against Boogs and then win a match against Boogs. So, you got to make somebody, you got to build them up. And now last night, I think this is the start to making LA Knight. So you're giving him more screen time. You're giving him more time on the mic. And I really wish that he was in Money in the Bank or Night of Champions, because this would be a great opportunity for him to have a great showing. But he can show up on Friday night and go, you didn't have me on WrestleMania in my city, the city named after me, LA Knight, yeah. And you didn't have me on Night of Champions. I am a champion. I have traveled around this world, won championships everywhere I've gone, and I'm here to make money. I'm here to win championships. Let's do this. So that, I think there's something to that. So all that to say, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Cody comes out the victor, and we'll figure out what's going to happen, because there's something. And then I was talking about the swerve because of that look that Triple H gave him and patted him on the back like, oh. And then when Cody looked up, you were like, he's thinking to myself, damn, I should not have smashed that throne, right? Who knows what we'll see. I'm super excited. It is mere hours away when Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar are going to lock horns, and the crowd in Saudi, I think they're really going to pop, because they love their legends, and Lesnar is a legend. He's definitely been around long enough to be called a legend. Now we get to our main event, which I totally disagree with. I think this match should have opened the card, just in case the crowd was going to feel a certain kind of way with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens being there, because they haven't gone the last 5 years because of certain situations. And different reports tell you Sami wasn't even allowed in the country. So it would make sense to me, have the match in case there's some booing and there's some heat. You get that match in and out. And I think there's going to be something crazy that occurs, and Sami and Kevin will leave your undisputed tag team champions, and the the deteriorating, the crumbling of the foundation of the bloodline continues with the loss. Now, it's, oh man, you could see Roman taking the pin, which would be a really great story. But at the same time, I can see Solo taking the pin. So either way, the story continues. Roman now can look at Solo and say, you know, I did my part. I haven't been pinned in over 1,000 days, and I trusted you, and this is what you did to me. Wise man, you know, give him the news, give him the information, whatever. And you know, that can be something else. Then on Friday night, you're gonna have the Usos come out, and if they get involved in this match, then they come out and they're like, oh, we were just trying to help, whatever happens. Or if they didn't come to help and they're showing up on Friday night, and you know, so like, where are your tag team championships? Like, I thought you were the tribal chief, and you know, what happened? You know, we weren't there. Or if they were there, hey, I'm really sorry, I was just trying to help. So this can continue on. This could be really, really good. And are you going to see some surprises during Night of Champions? Absolutely. Are we going to see some surprises of returning superstars? I think there's a really good chance that we're going to see a returning superstar, whether it be from injury or, you know, making a long-awaited return or something along those lines. But yeah, this is going to be a really good card. So congratulations to everyone for making it to this card, to the WWE Universe for continuing to just really move sports entertainment to the next level. And you know, and let's not tap dance around it. Everything that's happening here, you've got to say thank you to AEW, because their competition, the work that they're doing over there is raising the bar for the WWE Universe. So kudos to them and what's going on over there. Kudos to the team. Great job to Triple H. And all reports say that Vince McMahon is not in Saudi, although it's only a Zoom or a phone call away. So, oof, that'll. Oh, sorry, you're breaking up. I can't. So we'll see if we get to pull a fast one. So let me know what you think. Hit us up on all the socials. We're gonna be doing some live streaming during Night of Champions as well. Jay Tilly and myself. Come check us out on the No Shave Man Cave. Thank you for joining us. To all of our brothers and sisters in arms, thank you so much for your service. Some gave all, and all gave some. Keep doing what you do. Appreciate it and love you. To our folks that may be suffering from some distress, please dial 988. If you don't dial 988 to get some mental health assistance, get help somewhere, please. You are loved, and we need you back here in the Man Cave. I'm ElliJare. Thanks for joining me. Till next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on the floor.